Okay, we're back and we have staying on the first army to ever make it to the third game. It's Eric's Skullfiend. So what have you got, Eric?
So we've got a mighty Lord of Khorne leading the army with Master Decapitator and Crowncleaver, these Skullfiend traits. So he's +2 attacks with his axe, and he generates an extra blood tithe when he kills a hero, which I forgot about last time. Then we've got a Bloodsecrator with Brazen, Rune, so he's a 2+ spell save, and once per game you can blow it up and unbind a spell like a wizard, which you never do. And then you got 2 Slaughterpriests with Killing Frenzy and Bronzed Flesh in the Gore Pilgrims Battalion, and a Bloodstoker for helping everybody run fast. Battleline is... and not forgetting, of course, filling out the heroes, Skarbrand, for all of that wonderful mortal wound goodness.
It's filthy.
Filling out the battle line, we have 2 units of 10 Reavers and 2 units of 5 Blood Warriors. Also in the Gore Pilgrims, and then the rest of the army made up of 5 Wrathmongers, 4 Goreaxe, and a Wrath Axe, coming in at exactly 2,000 points.
Okay, so here we go. This week, challenging the... There we go, look at me go. Obstacle course. This week, the challenge is led by the Ogres. They're coming back. And Gary's here again. But Gary isn't the general today. So, what we've got is we've gone for something slightly different. So this time out, we've gone for Thunderbellies. Just because I like to keep things fresh. So basically, Thunderbellies, Mornfang Cavalry, can run and charge if they're wholly within 12 inches of the battlefield edge at the beginning of the charge phase. I also get +1 to the Keening Gale Prayer by the Huskard. There's a command ability called Rip and Tear, which allows you choose a wounded unit within 6 inches of a hero, and you can reroll wounds from Mornfang Cav that attack it. So the army is made up of the Huskard on Thundertusk. He has the Everwinter rule, which I always forget, where you roll at the beginning of the hero phase, and models within 3 inches have the potential for taking damage. We also have... He has the Keening Gale Prayer, so he's +1 to make it a 3+ prayer. So he picks a monster or a Mornfang wholly within 18 and they get +3 movement. He also has his signature prayer to either heal D3 to a Beastclaw unit or give +1 to wound for a Beastclaw unit. And the mountain trait is the Algvarg Ancient, so units within 3 inches fight last if this model didn't charge. It's measured at the start of the combat phase, so any 6-inch piling shenanigans do get around it. Then there's, of course, Gary, the Slaughtermaster. He's brought Blood Feast, so casts on a 7. Unit wholly within 18, not a monster, gets +1 melee attack. But then he's also got the Rock Chomper spell. Casts on a 5, unit within 18, does mortal wounds on 6s to bite. This time, we've got a Tyrant. So our Tyrant in there... for the first time, he's a Fate Seeker, so he's on a 3+ to save. He has to take the Shatterstone, so any terrain features within 12 inches of him is deadly for the enemy. He has to have the Storm Chaser command trait, so friendly units wholly within 18 are +1 to charge. And he has the Bully command ability, so he chooses a unit of Gutbusters, does D3 mortals, and makes them immune to Battle Shock. The army is made up of a unit of 12 Gluttons and 2 3s. There's a unit of 6 Mornfang. There's a unit of 3 Maneaters and a Gorgia. I believe that is everything. And we've got our pot coming in at 1,970 points with an extra command point. So we will get a triumph as well. Okay, so here's the table. Just a quick sweep of the table. So we have a Deadly Ruin. We have a Deadly Ogre Gate. We have a Sinister Hill, an Inspiring Bridge, a damned stone edifice, mystical hill, mystical dragon, and an inspiring beast gate. The river's there for show. It's not actually got any kind of special rules. We're playing today total commitment, so there'll be 2 objectives in each territory. It's a diagonal deployment. You have to deploy
9 inches away.
9 inches away from the centre line. And basically you score 1 point for the objectives in your territory that you control, and you score
3.
3. Oh,
opponents.
3. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Nice.
I should have vetoed this one, really.
Ah, well. No, it's okay. This
But
one's all right.
It's a mission I don't normally favour, so I need to learn how to play
I don't think I've ever played it.
I need to learn how to play this one.
So this is interesting. It means my Gorger can't deploy off the board. So I'm hamstrung.
This is good.
Yeah, so we've rolled for realms. Eric's won and he's chosen Akshi, so everything is also volcanic.
Yep.
Welcome. We've done our intro to the armies. We've set up. We've rolled for sides. I'm over here as ever. The Morpot's down. The shrine's down. Remember, the river's not terrain, so it's okay to be on it. I think that's it. We've drawn out our auxiliaries. It might be a little bit dark. It's difficult to... I think it's better than it was a couple ago, but it's difficult with a white table to get the light right. So better us dark and that the right thing. Before we start, France have overtaken Spain.
Oh.
So well done, France. Thank you very much. And thanks to the States, Germany and France for being our highest watching international viewers. It's most appreciated. And then on to our patrons. Thank you very much. So our VIPs, Cara Newby, Andrew Stephen, Mark Roberts. We love you really, despite people giving you abuse on our podcast. Gary Stephen, the Slaughtermaster today. The Bazooka, Paul the Duca. Stephen Ramage, John Bayliss, Grant Fraser, Thomas Stott, Sean McKechnie, and Shane Kingston. Thank you very much. Concrete.
Back on the fridge.
So there we go. We've rolled. You chose sides, so I drop first. I am many drops.
As am I.
This might actually matter then. Let's have a look.
What was I? I think I'm 9.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh.
So it does matter.
Yeah.
Let's do this then.
And you don't have a battalion, do you?
No.
No. So it won't really matter if I deploy my battalion because you're going to be finishing first anyway.
Right, deployment is done. So, auxiliaries. I have cornered. So I need to put 2 or more friendly units within 3 of the same hero at the end of any turn. And overwhelm. I complete this objective if any enemy hero is slain by an attack made by a friendly battle line. So that is just my balls.
Okay,
My
that's not
gluttons.
so bad. I've got prized possession, so I pick a hero with an artifact, and if they're alive at the end of the game, I get it. And I've got territorial, so I pick an objective. If I hold it for 2 turns, I get it. So I'll be picking this objective.
Okay.
And the hero with the artifact, I will pick the Bloodsecrator.
Okay. Okay, so we've had deployment. Talk me through the blades.
Right, initial plan was just surrender that flank, concentrate on this one, and murder some stuff. But I want it to have my counter punch to be somewhat flexible with where it goes, because I think you're going to punch me before I get to punch you. Slightly concerned about leaving the Slaughterpriests exposed, but we'll see how that pans out. And yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, okay, so the gluttons and the ogres, I've pushed the Tyrant back just out of 16 of the shrine so that he's not negative to cast.
Mm-hmm.
The big unit of bulls and the Tyrant are in the middle. I've got the Beast Claw on the left with a Gorgia. 3 gluttons, sorry they are nowadays, on each of my objectives, and the man-eaters covering the right flank. Yeah, so I'm not 100% sure either. I think you do like getting your buffs and things out, but I don't want to be double turned in this game, so I'm going to let you go first, sir.
Excellent.
Right. So, command point. So, what I know I'm doing is bronzed flesh on the Blood Warriors. Okay. Yes. Good. That's what we like. So now +1 to save. Okay. Then we will put Killing Frenzy on Skarbrand. No, not Skarbrand. We're going to put Killing Frenzy on the Wrathmongers. Okay. Yes. So yeah, killing +1 to hit.
I should have run into and just hit you.
Everything's going to be with 16. The furthest the axe can go is 16, but I can still put it out and see how we go.
Mm-hmm.
So summon the axe.
Yeah.
It summons.
Okay.
So it's within 8 and moves 8, so it's within 16, which gets it there.
Yeah. Rathax.
Heck and joke. Everything's at a blood boil and blood bind, so that's fine. Then it is just no hero phase. I'm not going to be needing +1 to run a charge, so I'll keep my command points. So into movement. So now we whip the Mongers. Don't really need to whip the Mongers. I'm going to whip the Blood Warriors. Once I find it, there we are. And we're holding within 8. Yes, easily. So the Blood Warriors will run 1. But yeah, I think that will be end of turn.
You can run and charge as well, by the way.
Yeah.
So I've pretty much got quite a bit of run and charge.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's end of turn. I don't think we need to do a sweepy sweep. You've advanced forward slightly.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll score 2 points.
2 points.
Taking it to 2-0 to Blades. Right then. We go into turn 1 for the Mawtribes. We have another command point. Right, let's see whether I can remember how to play these things. So, first things first, the Tyrant is going to stick his Gouger thing into the big unit.
Mm-hmm.
Just 3 mortal wounds.
Ideal. Great.
But that's them now immune to battle shock for the rest of the battle.
For the rest of the battle's that's kind of worth it.
And it's not anymore unless he dies. It used to be while he's on the battlefield.
Okay,
but it's now just until
rest
the
of
end
the
of the
battle.
battle. Yeah.
Cool.
So it doesn't matter if he dies. So there we go.
Yeah, on that big unit of 12, that's quite important.
Yeah, I think so. Next thing, I will cast. I'm gonna go for the reroll wounds
Mm-hmm. I've got enough unbinds to mess around with stuff anyway. But...
No, I'm not. I'm going to go with a Mystic Shield.
Yep.
Doesn't get it.
Okay.
On a 4. Well
You
done.
haven't taken any of the spells this time, have you?
No, well, I've not gone Blood Gullet, so I've only got one cast in the whole list.
Okay, that makes sense now.
Now he can dip in his pot. I'm going to do it, even though it's probably ridiculous, because I've never remembered to do it once, and I think you only really want to do it if you're close to people.
Yeah.
But I'm going to still try it. So he's going into his pot, and he gets a 5. Bone Crusher. Roll a dice for each enemy unit within 6.
Great.
Well done.
So the pot's empty, is it, or is it just dipped?
No, he does it every
Okay.
hero phase.
Cool.
He just
Might as
dips
well
in
roll
there.
it. Might as
Yeah.
well roll it every hero phase just to see what happens then.
Yeah, because if it had rolled a 2, you
Mm.
could pick a unit within 12
Yep.
and heal them D3.
Oh, that's handy, yeah.
Yeah, but you have to roll a 2.
But you have to roll it too, yeah.
Yeah, so apart from that, just so people know, I can run and charge with the Gorger and with the Man-Eaters.
Yep.
Because they're Striders. So he's going to go with Keening Gale, needing a 3+.
Yep. Gets
So he
it.
gets it. So that means
So you have +3 to move on the Mournfang, is it?
+3 to move on the Mournfang. He's also going to go for the other prayer on his scroll. The one that's not the healing one, because there's nothing injured in Beast Claw. You don't get it anyway, he needs a 4.
Wait, another priest that casts on 4?
Yeah, he gets +1 to his Everwinter prayer.
Uh-huh.
Now the way I'm interpreting this, and people might say otherwise, the way it says it in the thing is that you can cast one Everwinter prayer per turn.
Yes.
So it says, each Beastclaw Raider's priest in an Ogor Mawtribes army knows one Everwinter prayer from the manifestations of the Eternal Snowstorm table, in addition to any others they know. In your hero phase, any Beastclaw Raider's priest that knows any Everwinter prayers can chant one Everwinter prayer. If they do so, da-da-da-da-da. But the one on his scroll doesn't say Everwinter prayer, it just says prayer.
Yeah,
So
but
I'm
that's
interpreting that as
not okay.
as he can do one of each, a bit like you can with yours.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it should be in an FAQ. I'm gonna check it out later.
Yeah, it might be in an FAQ. So if it is, but if it's not,
Yeah, I get to do it, so it's only fair.
we'll give it a go. I probably won't roll the 4+ all game anyway. And aside from that, I believe that is probably all my hero face.
You need to roll volcanic for this, by the way.
Oh yeah, so
I should have rolled volcanic.
Oh yeah, well we'll roll it. Yes.
It's on a 6 for volcanic.
Oh, is it deadly? That's a 1, is it?
Deadly's a 1.
Okay, and then no.
Cool.
I'll do it for the bridge that the Tyrant's on. Oh yeah, so he does take it.
He takes 1
takes 1.
on the units with any other unit. So the bulls.
So
will
do you
take
roll
1
it for each one?
for each unit? Yeah.
Yeah.
I know it's the 6 goes off for the terrain piece, and then you roll the model
right,
runes for
okay.
each unit.
Right, got you. Okay, so the Man-Eaters take 1, and the big unit takes 3. So that's 1 dead and 1 on 2 wounds.
God.
Happy days, I forgot about volcanic.
Yeah. So did I. It just suddenly occurred to me with them moving on to deadly, and it's like, oh wait, that's volcanic as well.
Yeah. So that unit at
That
the back,
unit is within 1 as well.
so that one takes
D3, 4, 2,
2.
and they're on mystical. So yeah, there's 2 of them on mystical, so that's 9. So I get 1
And then for this turn,
chunk.
no, it's okay. My Slaughtermaster is okay, and then the last turn is okay. So he's took his deadly, he's fine. Oh, but my pot is going to be dead.
It's going to be volcanic as well, yeah.
So that one, yeah, no,
You're
that's
fine.
okay. Right, that.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh god, it goes off as well. 2.
Okay. Yeah. You and your volcanic, you're a bastard.
I like volcanic.
I know you do, I don't, because I always roll. The only time in the game I can roll a 6.
I'll take the battle shock for this in this turn as well. Although it doesn't.
Right, so that's all the volcanic done.
Yes.
So we've started moving, so we'll carry on. fact, at the end of the hero phase, after they'd all took the damage, I can dip in the pot.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll do it now.
Yeah.
So they'll all heal D3.
Yep.
So
That's gone.
that's gone, that's gone.
And the goals.
So this unit, the thing you'll get 3 back.
Yep.
So he's okay. And the bulls will get 1 back.
1 back.
So the pot's now empty.
The pot's now empty.
There you go.
Yeah.
Right, so that's movement.
Yep. Shooting.
There we go.
Hootin', tootin', hootin', shootin'.
So where's my guy? There's my guy with a gun there.
Yep. Right at the front where he should be.
Yeah.
Pew pew.
So let's do the Thunder Tusk first, though.
Yep.
So Blast of Frost Reed, Ice. But I think I need to get rid of some of your priests, so I'm going to go for that priest closest to me.
Slaughterpriest. Cool.
Yeah.
So looking for 6s.
He's not got any kind of shrug, has he?
Nope. Khorne doesn't have native shrugs.
So he
2.
just takes 2.
With that.
And then I'll put a vulture into him.
Yep.
Takes a
Another
mortal.
2. That's just one.
Just
is it?
one. Yeah, you just do 1 mortal on a 2+.
So that's 3 taken. 3 to go.
The man-eaters can't shoot because they ran.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, they ran, so they can't shoot. The Tyrant didn't run though. 12-inch range on his pistols.
Yeah, that should be in range of
Yeah,
something.
because it was like 9-inch charge, wasn't it?
Yeah, so you just in range of the it's just the Wrathmongers you've got.
Yeah. So he'll do that. He gets 2 attacks, 4s and 3s. No.
Pew pew. Man-eaters have pistols?
Yeah, but they ran.
Oh, of course they ran, yeah.
So that is shooting.
Big Morn thing?
He
Pistol
ran.
leader? Oh, they ran, of course, yeah.
Yeah. So goes to the charge phase.
Yes.
Let's see it. So how far is those little fellas? They haven't got as much to do.
No, it's just an 8.
An 8, so they're gonna go for it.
Nope.
5, nope.
Then the other 2 need 10s.
Do I re-roll that? No, I think I'll not re-roll. I'll go with the Tyrant.
Yep.
Needing a 10. He
Get
gets
10.
it. So that was a 10. So I'll
Yep.
put it there for impact hits. I'll do that.
Yep.
And in fact, I have to roll them now, don't I? Because you
Yeah.
do it at the point, because you might remove things so that my other ones can't charge.
Yep.
10. So Tyrants, it's just 6s, isn't it, for Tyrants?
Yeah. I think so, yeah. So
So
that's
just one.
One more.
Yeah, it's if
Matter
you,
where it was.
it's monsters and units of 8 or more that do it on 4s.
Yeah. No, it's not really going to matter, so I'll put it here.
The big unit,
Mm-hmm.
no,
Get to 5.
they don't care.
More thing?
I'm actually going to re-roll that one and spend a command point.
Okay.
I'll do it from the Slaughtermaster.
9.
9. It's 9.
It's 10 for the Blood
How much is
Warriors.
it to them? What is that?
Yeah, it's 10 for the Blood Warriors. And it's 9 to the Wrathmongers needing them.
Yeah. So 9 will get me to. That's not quite within an inch.
No.
Right. So just the one fang then.
They'll get in. 8. Yeah, that's now more than enough. Boom.
So that's that. He needs.
He was out of range, I think.
Yeah. Well, he needs a 12 to get into that corgi.
12 will get to the party.
Might as well roll it just to see.
Nearies.
Nearly. And that's everybody. So that is charges. Oh, impact hits.
6s. Get 1.
1.
Cool. So we put that over here. And who's going first?
Off the Tyrant.
Yeah. Had to be within
Otherwise
it.
So he's actually going to go to that. So 3s and 3s.
Yeah.
They all hit. So just 1. Rend of 2.
Cool. So I actually, because I'm on terrain, it's actually a +1 save, isn't it?
Yes.
So I get a save. So 6 up. No.
3 damage.
3 damage. Run mystical. I take 1.
Okay.
So that Wrathmonger has now taken 2. I'll go with the Blood Warriors.
Oh no, he's got 3 more attacks.
He's got 3 more attacks, yeah.
Yeah, so 2 with the glaive.
Yeah.
The glaive, you're not a hero or a monster.
Nope.
So it's just 3s and 3s, rend 1.
Yep.
2 at rend 1.
5s for nothing.
For 5.
6s, none. So that is a dead Wrathmonger. So the dead one does does nothing to you.
Okay, and then he's going to bite you for 3s and 3s.
5.
Yep, he bites you at rend 0.
Mm-hmm.
No rending. Oh, and it was a command point to do my my bully of the 1st degree. I didn't realise, so I have no command points.
That one came off, and then it's that one that's wounded. That's it. That's Eric.
So yeah, no rend on that last one.
Cool. 4 up. Yep.
Okay, and that is his attacks.
Good. So yeah, B. Blood Warriors.
Cool. Okay.
3s and 4s. No removals. Good start, lads. Good start.
Okay. Lull me into his false sense of
1
security.
at no end.
So 4 plus. Nope.
Just 1 damage.
No rerolls. So takes it.
And that is attacks done.
Okay, so they'll pile in. Yeah. So these are 3s and 3s.
Yes. No round 2 damage.
No round 2 damage, for fuck's sake.
Come on, Stu.
You've got peedy hand.
Get
Small
peedy.
hand syndrome.
Get to your dice.
So so that'll be 2, 4, 6. No rend.
3 and 4. 6s do mortal wounds back. So that's 1 mortal wound back and 3 through. So that's 3 dead.
And then
3.
the beasts. 4 attacks each.
Too much.
4s and 3s. Yeah. Not use any rerolls.
Ooh, that's not great.
No.
That is utter gash.
Oh, it's lovely. It's
Oh,
glorious.
the wonders of destruction, huh?
Yeah. 4s and 3s are a great thing. So
Only 2.
2 at rend 1.
Using 5s. Should step 1 through.
So 2 damage.
Okay, just kills another one. I'll do their pylon attacks when they die.
And that's it.
Okay, so 4 of my guys get to pylon and attack
Okay.
because they've died.
And
8 Blood Warrior attacks. 3s and 4s. That's better. 3 no rend.
2 go through.
Uh-huh. Just 1 damage.
Yeah.
So that's 4. And there's 6 wounds each, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Right. So you're -1 to your bravery because
So I
of.
effectively lost 5, and I'm bravery 6. I need a 1.
Oh no, you're not -1 to your bravery.
Okay, so
I'm
I need a 1 or a
+1 to
2.
mine.
Right, so I need a 1 or a 2 with that unit.
Okay.
Here we go. He's not gonna run. Oop.
Oh, he's staying.
He's staying.
That's okay.
Aww, the blood tithe. Damn it.
Oh, chicken dog.
I'll need to roll for the Wrathmongers as well. On a 6, one of them will run. They're fine.
Okay. Right then.
Oh, in fact, the Wrathmongers need to attack.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's only 1 Wrathmonger in range, so it'll be 5 attacks. And they're 4s and 3s normally, killing frenzy, so they're 3s and 3s.
Okay.
And they're rerolling 1's best. Because you're a hero. Ooh. Oh, why can't 6s do something?
Holy shit.
There's a few there. Oh bloody hell. That's a bit good.
Yeah.
So yeah, 5 at -1. But you were +1, so it cancels out.
No, I don't, because I charged.
Oh, because you charged, of course, yeah.
So 4s.
So
it's
3.
3.
It's just 1 damage.
1 damage. 3 taken.
Mystical.
Or is it a mystical hill?
It's a mystical hill.
Okay. No, so we're not able to roll 6s.
So 3 on him, 1 on him.
Okay, so that is.
So that is combat
So-
done.
The Wrathmongers were okay.
Yep.
Yeah. So I didn't. They're immune. Nobody else. So yeah, that goes to. I score 2
2
points.
points.
Oh. Yes, just
Yeah.
because I've got 8
got
models
Yeah.
to your 11. Oh.
Right. No, you're gonna get that. If you get the priority, you're getting that objective.
Well, you've got a guy there.
Yeah, but you
Which
can
is-
just run the.
Oh yeah, that could get on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or the Gorger could even get on.
Yeah. Right. Anyway, priority.
You got it.
I have, if I want it. I'll have
Do
a
you-
think. I'll do the sweep, and I'll have a think.
I'll roll for my axe as well. It is still on the board.
So, the end of round 1. It's 2 points each at the moment. I was able to abandon mine because I took control in Eric's at the end of Eric's turn.
Yep.
So yeah, what we have is we've advanced. We were hoping for the double. We've got it. I will remember I'm +1 to charge this time. So yeah, that'll be good. And there we are. We've got some Mournfang up here. The problem is this is going to be counter-charging anything on this objective, and this is going to be counter-charging anything coming over here. So really, I was in 2 minds, but I have to take it. I was in 2 minds because I think it's not that bad a place to be. I think I could weather it, but that axe as well, plus potentially Skarbrand doing 24 mortal wounds to whatever he chooses, is a bit much for me to ignore. So, although I'm not going to be able to actually hurt him, I'm going to try and kill some other stuff and reduce what there is to fight against. So there you go. Are you happy going second?
I mean, no, but
Your axe is still there.
yeah, but I don't get to do anything with it yet.
Not yet.
I want to play with it. I want to play with my
Well, you'll
axe.
be able to, because if I do charge past, you'll still be able to move it
Yeah.
and get me.
I mean, I could potentially take off the Slaughtermaster.
yeah, poor Gary.
Poor
Gary's
Gary.
going in the pot.
Gary's going
he's
in the
gonna
pot.
dip in the pot. He's going to do that in a second. So yeah, there you go. Quick table view, and we're ready to go.
The
for
bravest blood warrior on the board.
bravest blood warrior on the bloody board. Yeah, he is a pain because I really did want to just be mincing those guys at the back, but as it stands, it's not going to happen because he is there. I'll try and shoot him off with my pistol. Hopefully that'll do him. He's only got a wound, hasn't
He's
he?
only got a wound.
Right, so I'm going to take my time
Yep.
and work this out. So I get 1 command point,
Yes.
which isn't great. Gary is gonna. Probably not even worth him doing it, but I'm still going.
You're at -1 to cast now, and you'll be re-rolling successful since you've moved forward with him.
Yeah, he's not really there as a caster though.
I know.
He's there to dip in his pot. Problem is, I need you to bring something forward so I could fill the big pot up.
Yeah, that's not happening yet. Because I knew we were going to pull this shit.
So I'm gonna dip in the big pot.
Yep.
On a 4, spine marrow. Pick a friendly ogre unit wholly within 12, and they get +1 to hit until the start of my next hero phase.
Well, that's an obvious choice, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, I'll put it on this unit of 3.
Oh no, yeah, go on. On you go.
Yeah, so that's going on them. So they're +1 to hit.
Funny that.
Yeah.
Would never have expected that.
And he's gonna go with the reroll wounds spell.
Uh-huh. So
No.
that doesn't cast.
That's it.
That's it, yeah.
And then over here, he is going to try and heal.
Yep.
That unit. He's the
Yep.
4. Nope. He'll put Keening Gale on himself on a 3.
No. At least you
Clearly
don't
not.
take mortal wounds.
There is that, yeah. So he's not going fast.
Yeah, it's like, I think the only buff piece here that can't buff himself is the poor Bloodstoker because he can't equip himself. He's not Slaneshi.
Deserves it. Right, so.
Volcanic.
Oh, fuck. I hate volcanic. So this one.
Nope.
That one with the dragon head.
Yep.
Nope. The one on.
L.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
So the tyrant.
Yep.
Takes 3.
Yep.
3 mysticals.
Yep. Takes 3.
Takes 3.
The Wrathmongers.
Wrathmongers take 3.
3 mysticals and the Bloodstoker. They take 2.
The Bloodstoker takes 2.
And the Blood Warriors actually as well.
And the Blood Warriors take 1.
Okay, so that's 2 mysticals on the Stoker. Nope, he takes both, and 1 on the Warriors. He takes it.
Then the that one's been done. Oh yeah, that big stone edifice.
No, they're fine.
That's it. I hate volcanic. Volcanic is
The bane of your existence.
it always gets me. So that's it really for. I'm sure there's more stuff I should be thinking about and doing at the moment. Right, so movement. So shooting.
Mm-hmm.
Movement's done. So I'm gonna put the man-eater's shots into the Wrathmongers.
Yep.
First of all. So they get 1 shot each.
Yep.
3s and 3s.
3s and 3s. They're better shots. So 2.
So
One.
just 1.
Round, round 1, I assume.
Round 1, yeah.
So 4, not 5 up. Get it?
Yeah. Okay. He's gonna shoot.
Yep.
Into
So
the what's it? 4s and 3s.
Yep. The Tyrant can shoot, so he's on a 5 up. Nope.
Nope. So
He dies. But dive!
okay. Well, that's good.
That is good.
And then the Thunder Tusk is going to go 3, 6, 9, 12 into. He's going to go into that priest again.
Yep.
Just 1.
Vulture.
How many's he got left? 2.
2.
Yeah, Vulture takes another 1. I think that is shooting. Everybody's shot. So I come to charges.
Do the bull unit leaders not have pistols?
No.
Or glutton rather.
No, just the man-eaters, the tyrant, the leader of the Mournfang.
Mm. Okay.
Right, so these get +1 to the charge because of the thing that's dangling off the back of one of them,
Yep.
wherever it is. So what are they needing?
Probably a 6. So
Yeah,
5.
6, so 5.
They get
6.
6.
So I'll
7.
take that. Yeah. So just 1.
Just 1. Let's take them off. They're not going to make a huge amount of difference. They're dying anyway.
And then the Thunder Tusks.
Yep.
Not charging.
Whatever the Thunder Tusk goes into is fighting last anyway. So
Yeah.
it's just whether you want to put him into a corgi, I guess.
No, I don't. You wouldn't fight last if I charge you.
Oh.
It's only if you charge me or if we're already in combat.
Okay.
So I'm not going to charge him because I can
Okay.
buff them even though they don't need it. I can
Mhm.
buff them. So this unit's charging. Bulls,
Big unit.
the bigger unit, yeah.
So they get 9, 10.
10.
10 gets your front guy. here.
So I should get plenty in.
So who's getting the 9 impact hits? I assume the charge roll is on.
I'm going to put it into the what's it?
This Bloodsecrator.
Yeah.
Yeah.
6, 8, 9.
That's
Yeah, it's
fours,
unmodified and it's on force.
so it should kill him, and it does easily.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Dead.
I need that though, because he does awful things.
Yep. So I'd say.
And then the money is 7. So we're just gonna. Yeah.
Oh no, it's just if it's slain. So it does work on the charge phase.
Oh right.
The
Okay.
Wrathmongers.
So is that even with shooting and stuff as well then?
Even with shooting,
Oh,
if you're
okay.
shooting them, and if you're in combat with them and you're shooting them, it works.
Okay.
Because it's just if it's slain before it's removed from play. Doesn't specify phase.
Okay.
Better than I thought it
So
was.
2.
2 into the Wrathmongers doesn't kill one.
Oh, they gets the mystical.
Con mystical as well, yeah. Nope.
Then this unit's gonna go.
No. No.
Definitely no.
No. They probably don't need to.
I think that's everybody then.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna go with. I think I can pile. Who's the closest model to? Oh, no, I'm not going to be able to pile into them because these are
No,
closer
you're
to those
gonna be-
guys.
That's going to be closer to Skarbrand. You get you'd only just be able to tag them in combat.
I'm not going to be able to get within an inch of him
Nope, not without
without getting
targeting
Skarbrand.
Skarbrand.
So at the moment,
You've got 3 that can go into the Blood Warriors.
yeah,
And then you'll have 2 into the Stoker and 1 into the Mongers.
okay. I'm not really bothered about the Stoker, to be honest. He don't really do anything, does he?
6 attacks with no rend and 1 damage.
Yeah, I don't think he's.
So it'll be 7 attacks, no rend. No, 8 attacks with no rend and 1 damage because he's within range of the Wrathmongers.
Yeah.
So he's probably gonna do jack shit.
Yeah, so I'll go into the Wrathmongers. Even though they might kill me, I might as well go into
With
them.
the man-eaters. There's
No, I'll go with the Bulls.
gold bulls. Okay.
Yeah, but they're going to put everything. Anybody who can is going to go into the Wrathmongers.
Alright, okay.
Okay. So 3 into the Mongers.
Which one's your unit leader?
The guy with the bald head and his arm in the air.
A ball head in the arm. Yeah, it's in the Wrathmongers then. This
Okay.
guy.
Yeah. So that is.
I assume you mean the Gorefist in the ear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 3s and 3s. The extra attack for him.
Yeah.
And
Not great.
no, was there something I needed to use in there here in the command? So 2, no rend.
So that's on force. Nope. Just
4 damage.
4 damage for mystical. Take past 2, so 1 Wrathmonger does die.
The bites. 3s and 3s.
So I'll roll his mortal wounds into the man-eaters.
2 more, no rend.
2 more, no rend. Nope, he's dead. So, yeah, he's dead. Because that was 2, and then that's 2 more through. So yeah, they're dead. So this one mortal wounds into the man-eaters.
Okay.
Plus 1 to the roll. So that's D3 mortals for 2.
2.
And the other one will be
takes
into
2.
the bulls. And 1 mortal wound into the bulls.
Yeah, they're okay.
Yeah.
But 2 go into the man-eaters.
Mm-hmm.
3s and 3s. There's supposed to be something I'm doing. Something in the back of my mind saying you need to do something. 5, no rend.
They've been Brazen Bond Slash, they're on 3s. So they take 1. So that'll be
2 damage.
2 damage. So I can mystical 1. Oh, so he dies. And shunt over onto him.
Okay.
He gets to pile in the attack. So 1 hit and a wound. No rend.
No rend. So they're charged, so they'll be on a 5-up. So nope. And
Let's
then
go.
6-up. No. So take one.
Who's there?
I haven't got a bull that's wounded at the moment, have I?
Nope.
They're on the man-eaters.
They're on the man-eaters.
So I'll put it
Oh
on.
no, it's leader. Back. So
I'll put it on that random one there. Who's closest to the Stoker.
Yep.
So now it's your activation.
Reavers. It's going to have to be the Bloodreavers. Can I get it wholly within 12 of an enemy hero? Maybe.
Yeah, I reckon you probably could. If you kind of just
Try to-
spread them out and just filter
I need
everybody
to
in.
pull them kind of that way.
Mhm.
But I should be able to. So that should be all of them in.
I'd say so.
But they are not wholly within 12, so they're not re-rolling ones to hit. Well, actually, I'm reading a twit. They're re-rolling ones to hit anyway. They've got paired weapons.
Yeah. Well, there we go.
But there's only one attack each, so that's going to be 9.
They might kill one, though. They only have to do two wounds and they've killed a Mournfang.
Yeah, unit leader brings up to 10, and they're on 4s and 4s. This, 3 rerolls. That'll do. Really on 4s. They only do 2.
2. So 4s.
Oh, they actually do kill one.
Yeah.
Awesome. It's a step in the right direction.
I'll go with the
Man-eaters.
man-eaters. They'll pile around the Bloodstoker.
Yep, so all 3 of them will get in.
Okay. So man-eaters, 4 attacks, 3s and 3s, rend 1.
Bloodstoker. Here will be on a 3-up save at least.
So 3s and 3s.
Maybe it's only saving grace. Stoker, yeah, 3-up save, and he's only got 3 wounds.
4, rend 1.
So 4s. So he takes 2, so that'll be 4 damage.
Yep.
6 is required. No, he dies.
They don't get to bite him.
They don't get to bite him. No. Look, I'm the cannibal here.
We're all eating each other. It's fine.
So yes, Blood Warriors are. I'll just go with the Slaughterpriest for all the difference it makes. Might as well have a crack. Slaughterpriests in combat! Yeah, so we've got Hackblade and Wrathhammer. So Hackblade, no bonus attacks anymore. 3s and 4s. Good. Oh, hang on, I'll make sure. Maybe I need to go that way because I'll not be stubby with Holy within 8.
Oh, yeah.
It's important. Yeah, he's fine. And then 4s. Ooh. 1 save at no end.
So 5s. Yes.
And then Wrathhammer, D3 attacks for 2. 4s and 4s. 1. None.
Okay.
So then it'll be Mournfang! Yeah! Goodbye, Reavers. I'm tempted to just take them off.
Yeah. I think so. 3, 6, 9.
Now, what am I going to want to do with Tithe? Blood Tithe.
15. 3s and 3s. So 5, no rend.
6s? No, they're dead.
Yeah.
They're just outright dead. 1 Blood Tithe. Brings me up to 5.
Oh, they were +1 to hit.
Fucking idiot. Oh, that was it.
That was what I was forgetting.
Didn't
Never mind.
really matter.
I killed everything I went into anyway, didn't I?
Yeah. Pretty
So,
much.
well, they did. There was nothing that survived, was there?
No.
Because I didn't go into the... Oh no, I went into the Blood Warriors, but...
Yeah, you might have killed an extra Blood Warrior, but that would have been it.
yeah. I only went into them with 1, I think, or
So
3, actually.
No reroll ones to hit, but I'm rerolling wounds. And I've got 2 warriors in combat. So I'm on 3s and 4s. And rerolling my 4s. Which is just as well. 2 and no rend.
That's 5s.
Was
One
the
goes
goal?
through. No,
One.
takes
So
1.
that's 1 up to 2 damage taken.
So that is the end of my turn.
Yes.
Um,
So you've got 5 on this one for 10, but I've got
6. 7.
10.
6.
I've got 10 on it as well.
You've got 10 and I've got 10.
Yeah,
So
that's
so you still keep hold of it then.
yeah. And then you've got that one, so you score 5 points.
I could have known that. Ooh, I could have piled a little bit more in, but oh, that's good. Next time. Well, if there's anything left after Skarbrand does his way.
Yeah. I'm gonna need Skarbrand to overperform.
Well, he'll do a flat. Oh no, because he's only going to have 1 attack, isn't he?
Hmm?
Because the Secrator and the Wrathmongers have gone.
Yep. So it's only a flat 8 mortal wounds.
I can take that.
Yeah, exactly. You can take that.
But you've got your axe with 1,000,003 attacks.
It'll only be 8.
Oh, Corgis will win the game.
Yeah, the corgis will go over there.
So, at the end of Ogor Mawtribes' turn 2, at the top of round 2, we score 5 points.
Yep. Bringing it 7 points to 2.
I'll do a quick once over to show the joy and the glory.
So there we go, the top of round 2, and the ogres have hit home. The big unit of 12 down to 11 now has got in, has took out the first screen and is trying to get onto the objective. I'm really happy that I got rid of the Secrator and Wrathmongers because Skarbrand's a third as scary as he was. Yeah, this is still going to pack a punch. I'd imagine that this flank may capitulate this turn.
Battle shot, that's fine.
The Wrath Axe is going to delete some stuff. It's whether or not it wants to kill the Tyrant or eliminate my my home defenders. But yeah, this is going to be a pretty good one. 3 points scored here. And then 2 open objectives at the back, but they are pushed back, so yeah, we'll see how it goes. What are your thoughts?
This is going to be tough.
Right, I think I have to go big or go home.
So you get a command point.
Yes. I'm not spending my blood tithe yet in the hero phase. What I need to do first, and you're not going to like it, is volcanic.
Oh, crikey. No, I don't like volcanic.
So we've got this.
Oh, yeah. 6.
Nope. Got the hell. No.
Woo.
I think that's it.
No, he's
Okay.
within 1 that.
No, he's fine. Okay. And that's it. Disappointing. I was hoping to get it there. Right. So, I'm going to put bronzed flesh on the Mighty Lord of Khorne.
Okay.
Yes. So he's on a 2-up save. We're going to put Killing Frenzy on Skarbrand. Yes. Good.
So +1 to hit, is it?
+1 to hit. So he'll be hitting with his axe on 3s.
Okay.
One that needs to hit.
Mm-hmm.
The Wrath Axe, is it within 11? Yes. So I can get it here. So that's within 3 of them. It's within 3 of them. So they're going to be -1 to hit.
Who's that? Oh, the +1 to hit as well, so...
So it cancels that out.
yeah, I'll remember that this time, because that's my next hero phase.
But on a 2-up, the Tyrant is taking d6 mortal wounds.
Okay.
He's taking d6 mortal wounds
Oof.
for 2,
2.
which kills him.
Kills him, yeah. Tyrant no more.
Tyrant no more. So that brings me up to 6.
Another blood tithe, yeah. So you just need 2 more for the big
I
nasty.
don't think I'm going to pull it off. But both boils are going into the unit of 12.
Uh-huh.
I have to start taking them off.
Mm-hmm.
So first one goes off for 5. So
Okay.
that's 5 mysticals.
Yeah. Ooh.
Take 3. So this one dies, and one goes on to another.
Yeah.
Or that's the leader. But
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna get to pile in, aren't I? So
yeah.
I'll put it on. I'm gonna put it on that guy, yeah, because he's not really doing anything for the conga. And
Yep.
he's not on the objective.
So there's that one for now. And the other boil on the tree. There we go. So it goes off for 3. So that
Yep.
kills him anyway.
Yeah. Okay.
There we go. That's that. I think that's my hero phase done. I don't need to give anyone +1 charge for a command point. Right, Skarbrand's gonna roar off. Oh, glutton.
Yes. He's gonna roar off the one that's making a -1 to hit.
Which one's that?
My leader.
Oh
The
yeah.
one within 3 of the axe.
Oh yeah. So he's 5 dice. And 4s are mortal wounds.
Okay.
None.
He's not ready. He's not quite angry enough.
Goreaxe. So there are 3 attacks each, so 2 and 2. So there are 3s and 4s, no end, 1 damage. So into the Mawtribes.
Okay. It's not bad.
And that's decent. 3 at no end.
4s.
Just
Takes
takes
one.
1.
He's not got the gun, has he?
Uh,
That's the gun.
no. And then into the Thunder Tusk. Ooh, fucking hell.
Go on.
That's decent. 4. No end.
4s. Yeah, takes
That's
3.
3. Bloody hell.
Can
On the
always-
corgis.
I can always do with an after save.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So then it goes to charges.
The big charge phase. What we got?
So I go with Mighty Lord of Khorne. Gets a 10.
He's in.
So he's gonna get. I need to be wholly within 10 of corgis. So the place he actually wants to be is around this side.
Okay.
And
Which one are you going with?
corgi gets a 4.
That's just done.
So I can just get there. Yep. Corgi gets an 8. So I'll get into there.
Mm-hmm.
Corgi gets 9. Get there. So he's not within 3 of that.
Mm-hmm.
And then this corgi is going to have to go into the Thunder Tusk.
Yep.
So he'll go. It doesn't really matter. Kaplonk. Then Skarbrand gets a 6, which gets him here. Basically where I wanted him. Doesn't quite fit. Right there. That's fine. Just limits how many you can get into him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, start of the combat phase. Spend 1 command point on the Chaos Lord for the Skullfiend command ability.
Okay.
Skarbrand's +1 to hit, so then I'm going to give Skarbrand reroll 1s to hit.
Okay.
Yes, that's how we're going to do it.
I've not got anything I want to spend, I don't believe.
Cool. So I'm going to go with Corgi first. And I'm going to go... Just to try and stop you piling more around into these two, basically.
Yeah.
That one's probably
Well, yeah, that's
Gone.
what that one's going to end up having 3 or at least 3 into it.
probably 4. So we're 6 attacks, 3s and 3s, re-rolling, 1 rend, 2 damage.
Okay.
So, thank goodness for re-rolls.
Yeah.
5. Reroll 4 at -1.
So 5s. You take a mortal.
Yep.
And
4 damage.
4 damage.
Doesn't even kill one. That's a pain. So that's a mortal on that one, and then it's your unit to pick.
I'm going to go with the ogres.
Mm-hmm.
I'm accepting these are going to lose. So I'm going to come round and measure. So it's going to be 2 into the...
2 into the Blood Warriors, and then 2 into Skarbrand.
Yep. And then he's going to just go with that, basically.
Yeah.
They're the ones who are going to die.
Yep.
So 6 into Skarbrand.
Yep.
3s and 3s becomes 2s and 3s.
Yep.
So he takes 3, no rend.
So he's on 4s. He takes 1, so that's 2 damage.
And then 2s and 3s for the bites. 2, no rend.
Takes 1, so that's 1 damage.
Yep.
So he's taken 3.
And then the Blood Warriors.
Yep, same again, 2s and 3s. Didn't need to explain that. So that's 3.
3.
4, no, yeah, 4s. So they take 1
2 damage.
mystical. Nope. So that kills 1 who
Choose.
is going to get the pylon, but he's out of range.
3s. And then another 2, no rend.
Number 2 4s. Nope. And mystical. Oh no. Oh no, I had to take 1 off, so. Yeah, so it'll be 1 off this one because it was.
Mystical.
Hang on. I should have rolled 4 mysticals. Maybe an extra 2 from the. Nope. So he's going to get the pylon and attack when he dies. And then it's 2 more mysticals from the bites. Nope. So that would be him. Oh no, it wouldn't have been mystical.
Yeah. Well, that first one, the one who's closest.
Yeah.
He's got mystical.
Yeah, so
So he's took 2.
yeah, so he dies. And then that's 1 on him.
Okay.
That's it. So they get to pile an attack when they die.
Yeah.
Which will be 5 attacks.
Grr. Yarg.
3s and 4s. Yep. Bloody hell. 4 at no rend.
Okay, so 5s. Oop, you take a mortal.
And he dies then.
And I lose.
Oh crap, I never paid attention to see if I rolled any 6s. So I get another 2 attacks. 1 save, 1 more save.
So that's one
Mystical.
dead. Oh, mystical. Oh, I didn't roll the mysticals before.
Yeah.
So I'll do all 4 mysticals at once. Yeah, so he's on 3.
Net the same.
Yeah. Cool. Good stuff.
That's another blood tithe.
Oh, one more. 1 more. So if you put him in the axe, that's your
Bloodthirster.
gun. So your activation.
Well, they've gone now, so I can just go with corgis.
Yeah.
Go ape, absolutely ape.
Corgi time.
Corgi time. I'm gonna go with this corgi first, who's basically not gonna go anywhere. So hang on a minute. I've been an idiot. 'Cause I think it's gonna be 5 attacks. I've become that used to the +1 attack on them. I have been an idiot.
Just do 1 less now because you did 1 extra before. That's
Yep.
fine.
So 4. 3s and 3s with a reroll. Nope. 3 and 3s with a reroll. 3 at -1.
5s. 2 go through.
4 damage.
4 damage. So
that
that
one
is.
dies.
Yeah, and then 3 will go across to. No,
Yeah,
that's the
3.
banner. So I'll put 3 onto
Yeah, they've still got a pile-in anyway, so.
Yeah.
And that's the spare 2. So that's that one gone. Yeah, it's your unit to pick. So you've got Mornfang and
yeah,
Thunderbellies.
might as
You
well
might go with the Mornfang.
Yeah, so that one's gone and that one's gone.
Yes.
So we're 2 into him and 2 into him.
Yep.
Let's just that's
And
other-
the leader's going into the one that's gone.
it just gets a gun.
Oh, you just get the gun. Okay.
Yeah.
That makes no difference.
So the one that's gone first, 3s and 3s.
Oof.
Yeah. Maybe I should have used my command thing.
It wouldn't have helped with 2s though.
No. So just 1.
No rend.
No rend.
4 up. Oop. Yep.
4s and 3s.
That's better.
3. Rend 1.
5s.
Oh!
Oh!
You don't get bites from them.
Nope.
So into the other one, the one that hasn't gone yet.
Yep.
The 4s and 3s.
Ooh. Ouch.
Rend
1.
1. Rend 1.
5 up. Yes.
3, 1, 2, 3. This
Yep.
has not gone well. 3s. And 3s. 3,
no
no
rend.
rend.
4s. Takes 1 for
2 damage. That's it.
Wow. So we'll go with the Corgi.
Yeah.
So that's 5. 3s and 3s. With rerolls. No. Crap. 3. Fucking
At
hell.
least you got the reroll.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have killed the Mighty Lord of Khorne first so you didn't get all your rerolls.
2 at -1.
2 at -1.
Yeah.
5s. You take a mortal.
Yep.
And I take 2. So, punches and kicks.
I
He's
assume this is into the Mighty Lord.
Yeah, he might as well. He's
Because
not
the
going
Mighty
to kill
Lord
you.
might take him off.
Oh, the Mighty Lord will take him off.
I need to roll a 5.
He's not very good. Yeah, I think you'll kill him. He's only got a 4 up.
I suppose. And then there's a Corgi as well, so.
We are -1 to hit.
Yeah, I'll remember that. So so I'll be hitting on 4s.
So going into the Mighty Lord.
Yep.
We have Osgard, punches and kicks.
Yep.
3s and 4s. 1 at no rend.
2 up. Yep.
And 3s, and he's taken 3. So
Did he have a step?
yeah,
Oh,
3s
nice.
and 3s and 3s for the tusks.
Cool. That's better.
2
2.
at rend 1.
3s. Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah, and that is him.
Cool.
So you get to do everything now.
So we'll go with Skarbrand.
Yep.
So he's doing 8 mortal wounds. Does he do 16?
Yes!
Oh! So that's 4 dead. Well, no, it's the
Yeah,
16.
16
mysticals.
mysticals.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate Skarbrand.
Oh, that's a lifesaver.
So the boys on the hill.
Yeah. So
Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we go. So that's 5 saved.
Yeah, 5. So take 11 though. So there's 3 already. So that'll be
that's
2
1.
dead plus him.
2 dead. So plus him.
To them 2.
So that's
That's
9.
1 now.
so it's 2 onto another as well.
4, 8.
9.
Oh yeah, 9. Yeah,
So
and then
2
2
more.
onto the banner.
2 onto the banner.
Yeah.
Cool. There's that. Oofed. Oofed. Now the rest of his attacks.
Yes.
He actually gets to roll them this time. So he's hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s. And so he's as angry as he gets. So that's 9 attacks.
An angry man. But he's not as angry next turn, is he?
No, he won't be.
That's good. If I've got anyone left.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So
you'd
he's-
have to do 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 22.
It is 3 damage each.
Okay.
So we're 3s and 3s, re-rolling 1s to hit.
Okay.
That was a bit shit.
Oh, that's not bad.
Oh, that's a bit shit.
I'll take it.
And 3s. Oh, God. 2 at 2 rend. Makes up to the 16
So-
mortals.
So it will go straight through, but 6 is do mortals back.
Yep.
So they go straight
So
through.
that's
so
6 damage.
So that's him dead and another.
You can mystical him.
Oh yeah.
Because you've got enough wounds there anyway.
Yeah. No,
No,
Still
so
him and the other.
and the other, and the dice.
Cool. Big ogre unit is no longer big.
Nope. It's a big help.
So these guys here.
Yeah, so do the Mighty Lord. I'll do the Corgi first, the Mighty Lord, get the credit then.
So yeah, he's -1 to hit.
So he's 4s and 3s, but re-rolling everything.
Okay.
This one hits on bloody 4s. And then 3s. Okay, that's better. 4 at -1.
5s. So 3 go through for
6
6
damage.
So he's got 3 left.
Yeah.
6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 3 left.
So Mighty Lord should kill him for this then, in theory. Mighty Lord. So he's 5 attacks with his axe. So he's hitting on 3s, so 4s and 3s, and I'm re-rolling 1s to hit. Okay. That's better. And 3s.
I want him in the axe.
That's 3 at -1.
So 5s. So 1 goes through.
D3.
8 does
3.
it.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, but I wanted him in the axe.
The thirster is coming. If it makes you feel better, you'd have gone in the axe.
Yeah, but you killed him before he went in the axe.
Yeah.
He's just dead.
He's
Not
just
the
dead.
same. Right. No, that was good. So at the end of that turn, then, so I've lost one of these because
Yeah.
1 went last turn.
Yep.
They're still eating, so they still
They're at
can't run.
-1 battle bravery though because
They're
of the
+1, but they're +1 for themselves.
Yep.
+2 for eating.
Yep.
So they can't fail.
Yep. There's
They're
no
immune.
penalties on them. Oh yeah, they're immune, so they're fine. So
But you hold that one,
I only score 1 point.
so you score 1.
I've only got 4 models on that TR8.
Yeah.
So I only score 1. This is costly.
Yeah, but if you get the turn now,
I need the turn now.
I'm going to have nothing left, and you're just going to be running at me
Yeah.
and summoning stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use Frost Lords
Yeah.
because it's fitting.
Yep. Here we go.
6.
Yeah, you've got it.
Oof. Go Frost Lords. Well, I have to take it.
Yeah, you do.
If I don't take it,
Axe
I'm ruined.
stays on.
So, at the end of round 2, the ogres have maybe overcommitted, but they have done the big push. The corgis, as we expected, and the Mighty Lord of Khorne have done bad things. They've managed to bin off my carrot hero. I've only got 1 hero left, and he's not very good. These do manage to hold the objective over here. The Gorger, he's going to win the game. He's going to be the winner of the day. These bulls over here, I was thinking of just retreating and then running the other guys on, but Eric has now
I'm still debating,
is
but I think I will.
debating whether to just
That comes off.
kill them in a moment with Skarbrand. My defense is basically Gary and his 3 bulls. I may just run back now and try and hold. We'll see. I'll see what happens in the hero phase.
But anyway, so start your hero phase, and well, I suppose your turn. You get to decide the order because there's volcanics to go off first.
Oh yeah, well they'll have to go first, won't they?
Yeah.
I think that just happens.
So
doesn't it?
that goes off because it's got a corgi next to it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the corgi takes 3.
Corgi takes 3. Outstanding.
The one with my money is on.
Yeah.
Nope.
Corgi is still.
Oh yeah, the old gate. No, that's it.
6-3.
And does the rat axe run away?
No, I rolled it.
Did you?
It was 5.
That goes off. That's now gone.
And that needs to roll 4 as well because I've still got a Reaver on it. 'Cause
Okay.
on the top.
Yeah,
So that's fine.
So
in the start,
I have no other start of hero phase stuff.
So I'm spending my blood tithe, and Skarbrand's punching you.
Okay.
Because if nothing else, it'll stop you scoring that without killing Reavers and putting them into Skarbrand. Well, you can probably actually no. Skarbrand will probably you pile in anyway, so you get there.
Yeah.
Not that you can't. It doesn't really fit at the moment.
Yeah.
So
it's forcing me though to charge into the Reavers.
yes. So on a 5, it's 8 mortal wounds. On a 6, it's 16.
What about if it's less than 5?
It does nothing.
All right. Okay.
That's what it's.
All right. So it's when you're angrier, you have to roll lower.
Lower, yeah.
Okay.
So it's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1.
Okay. Here we go.
Here we go.
Yes! Oh, you're a bastard.
Yes!
So 16.
16.
I get 4.
You get 4
saves.
shrugs. Oh my god!
Dirty bastard.
Oh,
Oh, and they all die. So that's all 4.
I get my blood type back.
So spells.
Oh, Skarbrand, you absolute hero.
I'll do. Oh, I'm gonna arcane bolt on a
Yeah, 9.
10.
-1
Oh,
for the...
-1. Do I have to re-roll as well?
No, you don't.
Oh, no,
Bloodsecrator's
so
dead
10.
now, so 9.
So 9. That doesn't do D3 though, does it?
D3's
so,
on a 10.
so it's just 1 into the guy who's already injured.
Yeah, so he dies.
But die!
I'm okay with this.
Yeah, I know you are.
Losing 1 priest I can live with.
I think now I've got hardly anyone left. That's probably all I can do in terms of hero phase. So I'll go to movement, and this is where I have to just play defensive, I think,
Yeah.
and run back and try and hold stuff. Because you can only really summon now units of 5, can't you?
Yeah, I'm running out of blood type, basically.
So if you can only summon units of 5, 3 ogres on the far side of the objective holds it, doesn't it?
Yep.
Okay. No.
Well, if you shoot them and you kill them, Skarbrand's in combat because you need to charge.
How
them.
many's he got left?
Skarbrand has 11 wounds left.
I might just go into him, you know.
Just gamble on taking it.
Try and kill him. Yeah.
Just kill Skarbrand. I mean,
Yeah.
if you kill Skarbrand, the Bloodreavers aren't going to kill you back.
That's the thing, but 4 attacks, 3s and 3s,
2 damage.
2 damage, rend 1. So it's going to be 12 attacks. You know what? Death or glory. Thing is, if I shoot you, like you said, you're going to take them off. I'm going to do 2 damage. You take them off. I've got to engage Skarbrand anyway.
Yep.
So I might as well try and plink a couple of wounds off him now.
Yeah.
And then charge him, mightn't I?
Yeah, that's probably the way to go.
So
It's 3s and 3s, 1 rend, 1 damage with shooting.
yeah. This is stupidity, I know it is. But
I mean, it's the only way you're going to score 3 points. I mean, you won't be scoring the 3 points this turn, but those Bloodreavers die in your next turn.
I think I'm going to leave him on a wound again, though.
It's entirely possible.
He's going to absolutely batter my arm. Well, there isn't an army left.
No.
And I'm thinking, for him to get onto my objective, it's going to take him, your turn 3 and 4.
Yeah.
So it's going to take him 2 turns, maybe 3 to get into one.
Because I'm spending Blood Tithe on summoning, I'm not going to be able to
Move extra.
do the extra move either.
No. So I think I've got to go Death or Glory and go, it is stupid, I know it is. Thing is,
if it comes off though, it'll get you 3 extra points.
what's it?
The
3s and 3s.
5. So
No.
2.
So just 1, rend 1.
5 up. Nope, takes 1.
No, takes, it does take 1.
Okay.
It's D3.
Oh, it's D3 for them, okay.
And then
7 left.
I'm going to charge.
Yep.
7. So I can't re-roll. So I'm just going into him and not getting within 3 of the Watsits.
Yeah, that's eminently. Yep. And oh, hang on. He's actually still within 1.
Yeah. Because they only have to be half an inch away from Skarbrand.
Yeah, that too.
So should be alright.
There we go. That works.
The 6s. Oh! Oh, 4 mortals from the impacts.
That puts him on 8 taken. So he's got 6 left.
There we go. Come on. 4.
He should die.
12.
Oh, start the combat phase. I'll spend a command point for reroll once to save.
Okay, I can't spend anything because they're too far away.
Yeah.
So 4s and 4s.
Mm-hmm.
3s and 3s, sorry.
3s and 3s.
Oh no.
Could be worse.
It could be worse, but it could be better. Money issues. I thought we should be able to use command points. Oh dear.
Oh no.
2 at rend 1. That's it, he's fine.
He's survived.
If anything, it's the best thing that could have happened.
He saves it as well.
They went for it.
They went for it. I think going for it was the play.
Yeah, I think I had to try.
It would have been better than trying to kill the Reavers because you'd have probably ended up engaging Skarbrand anyway.
But they're just dead now, aren't they? 'Cause what is he rolling now to mortal wound him?
Yeah.
What is it on?
5 or 6. In fact, no, he's
he'll
taken
gone down
8
another
now.
Step, yeah.
He's taken 8 now. I think that's him down on a 3 up to do 8.
Oh, sure.
He's taken 8. Yeah, 3 up.
Okay.
3 up does 8. He does 8.
Right,
so
so
that's 2 of them.
That's 2 plus 1's on 2 wounds then, so I'll give it to the leader.
Yeah. So he's on 7 attacks now with Slaughter.
Tried.
And he's on 3s and 3s, but no rerolls this time.
So even if it had just not charged and stood there, it held you up for another turn,
It would
which
have.
might have been better.
Might have been better.
But no.
And then 3s to wounds, that's 3 at -2.
So 6s.
6 damage.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to do the volcanic.
Ah.
So
No, you did it.
Oh, I did it. Sorry. So he's dead.
Yep.
Oh, they tried. They did the best.
Yeah.
For a second on those impact hits, I thought it paid off.
Yeah.
But
It was close.
It was.
That made me worry.
Yeah, I think.
That was some poor hit rolls and wound rolls.
It
though.
was terrible.
The wound roll was awful.
I think in retrospect, maybe just standing,
Just standing them there and then
would have meant
forcing me.
your turn 3 would have been just clearing them off.
Yeah, because now I can just run towards one of yours.
Yeah,
But I
but
still hold that.
it is what it is.
Yeah.
So at the end of my turn, I score 5 again.
5 again.
Taking it to
12 points to 3.
12-3, but you're fully able to
I
do
need
it.
to make some really big run rolls.
And I'm going into
My turn.
Khorne turn 3. We'll do the sweep at the end of this one because not much happened. What are you wanting? Hey, you beast. You filthy beast.
Right, I need to take them off. Right, hero phase first. How far away are they? They are outside of 11 inches. I really need that to fail a roll, to be honest. But I'll move it this way anyway.
Can you not just dispel it?
Nope. It just comes off automatically on its own if I don't roll a 5. So that priest doesn't really have anything to do aside from run to trying to get closer to summoning. So I've got 3 tithe, I can summon 5 flesh hounds. So yeah, hero phase, no command point expenditure, no prayers. Well, I might as well put Killing Frenzy on a Corgi because why not? Yeah, get Killing Frenzy on a Corgi. Right, Mighty Lord needs to stay there and buff them. So, movement. Slaughterpriest runs. 4, brings me to 10. No, end of movement. Yeah, everything's moved. So end of movement, spend my tithe. 5 flesh hounds.
Here they come. Needing a 9.
Yep, with a reroll.
Cool.
Yeah, rerolls built in. So that's end of movement. So shooting, 3 corgis, shooting into the Mornfang.
Yep.
So there are 3. I'll just roll them all at the same time. So 3s and 4s.
Yep.
6, 4s. 4, 3 at no end.
Buzz.
So kills 1.
Kills 1.
And a window. So that's all the shooting done. So then it's charges.
Okay.
Start with this corgi.
Yep. Needs a 3.
Yeah, he's in. Gets an 8. And do this corgi. 3.
Ooh, he doesn't make it.
I've got no command points. Mighty Lord gets a 10.
Yes.
Come on.
Yes.
And then other corgi. Yeah, he's in. Happy days.
Okay.
Do I want to charge the Flesh Hounds? Is the question.
To you. Fleshhounds plus Corgi equals dead ogres. Fleshhounds alone equals closer fight.
Mm.
I'm not saying it's not going to be dead ogres, but
I don't think I'm going to get all the Flesh Hounds in. I mean, getting them all in is 20 attacks.
yeah.
And I think I maybe kill 1.5 ogres with that. Probably.
Maybe.
Which is not enough. Because that still leaves 3 models on the objective. You'd be killing probably 2 dogs, at least. And you still hold it. So no, I'm not likely to hold the objective if I make the charge. So I'm going to forgo that one.
Okay.
I play for the double.
Play for it.
So it's just this combat.
Okay.
Fuck, I've got no command point, no rerolls. You idiot.
That's alright.
Um,
Welcome to my world.
yeah. No, go with the Mighty Lord last, because if he doesn't kill... Yeah, if he wounds
Yeah, if you wound 1.
and then doesn't kill it, he can 5 up it.
Okay.
So I'll start with a Corgi. I'll start with the... doesn't really matter which. I'll start with the middle one.
Okay.
So 5 attacks, 3s and 3s, no rerolls. Could have done with that. So it's 2 at -1.
5s.
So that's 4 damage.
Damage
So
1's on a wound.
that's on a wound.
Okay. I'll go with them.
Yep.
He's going to pile in.
Mm-hmm.
So he's within 1 inch of inspiring, just in case.
Just in case.
And all 3 are going into this middle one.
Cool.
Is that the one that hasn't gone?
Nope, that's the one that went, for that reason.
Okay. I'll go with 1 into that one, which has to go into that one. And
Yeah.
I'll put 2 into the middle one.
Okay, cool.
So the one it has to go into,
Yep.
3s and 3s. 2, rend, nothing.
4s. Saves. Bloody hell, my save rolls have been spicy.
4s and 3s.
2...
1,
Minus
rend 1.
5. Nope,
Just
takes
1
that.
damage.
That takes 1, so that's up to 4. And then the other 2?
The other 2, I'll do the thingies first. So 4s and 3s.
Yeah. Not fair.
No.
Oh no, it's just split average.
Aye.
3.
So 3,
Minus
rend 1.
5s. And it's 3, so 3 damage is 6. Takes up 2.
And 3, 6. Ooh, 1, rend, nothing.
Could kill it. Does kill it.
Yay! Yay! No bites though. That's always a bad thing.
So it's a blood tithe, which is good.
Okay.
I'm actually happy you killed that one. They've all gone now, so it doesn't matter what order I go in. So Corgi first.
So you have to kill 2 of them, which I'm sure you will,
Mm-hmm.
but you have to kill 2.
Yeah.
One's going in the axe.
One is going
Cinematic.
next. It was a crap roll though. 1 hit. I'm not going to kill 2 now. 1 save at -1.
5.
Does kill it.
Kills
So
it.
1 shunts over again.
Yarg.
So Mighty Lord will get a pile.
Yup.
So start with this Flesh Hound first.
Come on, Fleshhound. Well, it's all instant, so you apply the wounds in whatever order you want afterwards.
Okay.
So don't worry about it. I
I'm still
did
gonna
that
do the
wrong.
Flesh Hound first.
I did that wrong for ages with Neff and a
What the-
dagger.
This Flesh Hound has rend. It's a spit. It is his personal pet though.
Yeah, it's the best one.
Four
So I think
attacks.
we're going into the leader here.
3s and 4s. Not with any heroes, so no rerolls and 4s. So 1 at -1.
5. No.
So that's 1 damage.
4 left.
5 attacks.
You have to
3s
kill
and
him.
3s. Yeah.
Well, you don't have to. You get the double. It's not really going to change anything.
It's only 1.
Friend.
1. D3. 2.
So does
And
it
then
go
on
in
a
the
5
axe?
up. No.
No.
So you still hold that objective,
I do.
which is 1 victory point that I could do with, really.
So you score 1 point.
Yep.
And yeah.
This is a priority roll I have to win.
Yeah, Frostlords.
Come on.
Oh, keep it. Oh, I have to.
Gunner.
So, in effect,
Come on. I need the axe to come off as well. Finally it comes off.
don't think you can do it now. We'll play it and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
I think at the end of turn 4 we'll know. We won't have to play turn 5, I
It's
don't
10.
think.
I have to get that objective in turn.
I think you're going to... well, they're going to be there.
I don't think I can get there without some huge run rolls.
And you're not going to get any more Blood Tithe. You'll get that.
I'll get 1, which gives me 2. So I could summon 5
And
blood
you might get
rays.
another 2 from there.
Yeah.
And then you might...
Blood Tithe might swing it.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Well, it was about time after the last games that I won a priority. The way it's looking at the moment, the ogres are in full retreat mode. They're running away from Skarbrand. There's more demons popping out of all sorts and coming after them. So Gary has taken his retinue and ran back to his pot. He's now facing a corgi and 5 dogs and a priest on the other side of the ogre gate. These bulls are running back here. Did the Rathax
It disappeared.
disappear? Okay.
Finally.
Skarbrand and those guys are running.
Mm-hmm.
They're coming forward, and these are not long for the world. Yeah, it's it really needed that priority. So we're gonna see now. What happens?
Got a wound back.
So we're going into turn 4 for the Mawtribes.
Mm-hmm.
Hero phase. I'll try and cast. Not within 1 inch of it. Ridiculous. Oh, volcanic over there and
Yeah,
there.
volcanic.
So I'm within range of this as well now.
Yep.
Oh. Oh, it takes 2, so that kills him.
Yeah.
So I can't score that 3 points.
Not without. Yeah, no, you can't. Even
I
if you
can't
kill
score
one of
it.
them.
No,
The corgi takes D3 as well.
that is massive.
That is huge.
The corgi takes 3.
And it's still there at least.
Skarbrand's hill.
Yeah.
No, he's okay.
Good. Well,
Okay.
not good really, because I want them to be angrier, but.
Right. Okay. Well, I think I've lost that.
Yeah.
So spells. I'm gonna go for. He's gonna dip in his pot, you know,
Mm-hmm.
because he's not done it. He gets a 4. Oh, that was the same thing as last time.
That's
wasn't it?
+1 to hit, wasn't it?
+1 to hit. Yeah. For
Unit within wholly within 12. So
so they're +1 to hit.
doesn't hurt.
No. He'll cast Mystic Shield.
Yeah.
It goes off on a
9.
9.
Phantom. I think it's
Well,
9.
it'll be -1 because of
Just
so an 8 then.
8. So I'll unbind it. I do unbind.
You do.
I do unbind it.
So no Mystic Shield.
Good.
There's no more command phase stuff.
No.
I really don't have anything to do now. So it's going to be movement and then shooting. So first movement. That I really could have done with that, not just killing my guy.
Yeah.
I'm going to run him.
Yep.
6. Ooh, 8, 14. So he can't get on. He's just shy.
There. That would be the fun of this.
And that's a deadly.
Yeah. It's okay. He's fine. Yeah.
It's still dangerous. The other movement, these are all going to move. It's not going within 1 just because
Volcanic is a thing.
not good. Volcanic. They're going to run, so they can move 8 plus
whatever.
So that would have been fine.
Yeah.
They're going to do the same. They're going to run.
Yeah.
Likes it 6 is that dice. So 14. So
Back fine. I need 3 blood tithe to get the bonus move on Skarbrand now.
I don't want to give you 3.
I know.
I should maybe run away with there, but I'm not going to. So I've given up my shooting because I'm stupid.
And if I get that and I gorger, that is 3.
Yeah, I mean you'll get it. I'm going to charge.
Yep. 9. Oh.
In fact, I failed. I'm not going to bother.
Okay. You're not going to bother re-rolling.
I'm not going to go in.
Okay.
I need to do 2 wounds there to get the points.
Yeah.
So 3s and 3s.
Yep. 2.
So 2.
Using 4s. Nope, you got it. That's a blood tithe.
Blood tithe to you.
Yep.
Nothing else I'm doing. So I score 3, 4, 5.
Yep.
Taking it to. What's the score? Sorry.
17.
17
4.
to 4. Yeah, that was pretty key in the end.
Right.
It got me where I would have been by just retreating to there.
Okay, so hero phase. How far apart are they? So that's 16, so I can put the d6 on him. If I get the Wrath Axe off. And that's the only mortal wounds. Volcanic first.
Organic. So I've got a guy over there as well.
So that was the hill, so that's fine. And then that one, nope, that's fine. And the
Gorger.
Gorger, nope. And that's set.
It. Yeah.
Right, hero phase. Get a command point. It's an easy bit. I've got 2 blood tithe. I need 1 more. Preferably by the end of the movement phase. Because if I can get it by the end of the movement phase, that's going to make life a whole lot easier.
It's going to be difficult though, isn't it?
Yeah. It's going to be really chuffing hard.
Because he's got 7 wounds.
Best case scenario at the moment, I take that. And that'll score me 5, because I'll get that.
Yeah, you're going to get 5. And then going into the last turn,
Well, that puts me on 9.
you'd have to get
and
it
then
all on the
and then
last
I
turn.
score 8, and then it's a draw.
Okay. And I've got 1 auxiliary.
And I would have to win the priority going into the last turn, score the 8 before
Easy.
you do.
I want to see Skarbrand fight again.
Mm.
Well, we'll see what happens.
So
It's definitely
yeah.
still to play for, right to the wire.
So that's 3 away, so that's fine.
Yeah.
That's 3 away, so that's fine. Don't need to move there.
Nope.
Right. Wrath Axe. 5 up with a reroll. Come on. Nope, with a reroll. Yes!
Oh, here it comes. Oh.
It's back.
I hate this. Bloody hell.
Basically, it got there. It should be fully within 16.
Yep.
Yep. Ideal. So, 2 up. It's d6 mortal wounds on
Who
the
to?
butcher.
Onto the Slaughterpriest.
Yeah, he's the only one that's within 3.
Okay.
The others are out. So, d6 mortal wounds onto him for 6!
Oh.
Yes! Oh.
1 left.
1 left. So that's fine, that's that. So then movements. Yeah, I'm not scoring any more blood tithe before movement. So that's fine. They can happily abandon. Well, it doesn't really matter if they abandon that because they can't make it. They don't have movement.
I've not got the movement to get there now.
No.
I don't think. He moves 9. Even if you don't, well, you will kill him. But even if you
Yeah.
don't, he's moving.
So Skarbrand runs for. Right, let's work this out. So for.
You've got 2 inches
Gets
down.
there.
Oh, you've got to get down 2.
Oh, you're done. Yeah. So he gets there.
Well, where are you? So if we just add 2 onto what you're rolling.
Yeah, so that's 10.
Where do you want to go into them? You're 34 away.
Yeah.
Plus 2, 36.
34 away minus 10 is 24. I will get a blood tithe, so getting an extra move. Yeah, no, that's enough. I don't need to spend a command point.
Well, it'll be 36 away because you've had to come down the hill because you can't fly, can you?
Yeah. But that's 10 there.
Okay. So now you're 26 away.
26 away.
Yeah.
Because I will get an extra blood tithe.
You'll get 2 here probably.
And then that's 16. No, yeah, 16 movement, so it's be a 10-inch charge with a wee.
It's death or glory. I mean, that's what these games. This is.
No, I'm command pointing it.
Yeah.
For the extra 4. Movement's too important.
Okay, so now you're 22 away.
Yeah. The Bloodreavers will just back them off the terrain. They're fine. I can just ignore them now.
Yeah.
They're not relevant anymore. The Slaughterpriest will run.
Okay.
1, so 7. That's fine. It just means they'll be close enough to Blood Boil stuff.
Yeah.
Should still wholly be.
I'm going to have nothing left.
Yep. And Corky's not going to get into combat though, is the thing.
Well, I'll have come off now, will it?
Yeah, that comes off. So I'll put killing frenzy. I forgot killing frenzy on dogs. No, I don't get it. No, I do get it. So plus 1 to hit. Dogs move 8, which gets them there.
Yeah. So they're going to need a 10-inch charge.
Yeah.
A reroll.
It's not going to be enough.
That's a deadly check.
Yep. Corgy's not going to get there. They're fine.
Yeah.
So, because the Corgy's not going to get there, Corgy's going to run. At least be a mole on the objective. But that's not even going to be enough.
No.
So that's there. Bugger. Don't score that 3 points. I can't even draw.
Okay.
I have to score those 3 points. I have to make that charge.
Okay.
And I have to take that objective with my 5 models. So I have to kill 2 of yours.
Okay.
So I put a few attacks into the Slaughtermaster and hope to kill. This is probably not going to work.
Well, there's a chance though. That's the main thing.
Yeah. So charge. Big one is the charge. If I fail the charge, I'm screwed.
Are you shooting with him first?
Yeah, I'll shoot him into the Gorger. 3s and 4s. I'll do. And 4s. 2. No end.
6s?
So
No.
So it's 2. So the dogs, they needed 10.
Yeah. With the reroll.
So 4. And no, they failed. So you've got the win, basically.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we can stop there if you want because that would be this turn. You're not going to score that one.
Nope. So I'm going to score 2
I
points.
think you will score that one and that one.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you want to just roll priority.
Yeah.
You
I
get
would
it.
have gotten it.
So I'd say that you'll get that one, potentially that one as well. So you'd score 3, 6, 7, 8 next turn, 2 this turn, so you get 10. And I'm scoring nothing next turn.
10 only puts me on 14 to your 17.
Yeah. So
like I say, because I haven't scored that this turn, I can't even draw.
yeah, that was it. But it came down to just a couple of rolls, and
Yeah.
then you won the priority, so you would have tabled me that turn. I think
I don't.
you'd the
Well,
axe.
no, the axe. If it stayed on.
Well, roll see if the axe stays. I mean,
if
if the axe stays,
no, it doesn't.
but
But
you
then I
could
can
summon
just
it back.
summon it back, and I'm in range to do horrible things.
Yeah. So I mean, I think you're tabling me next turn, so it's
Yeah.
only a 3 points. Yeah. No, that was.
That was proper Kelly.
Yeah. I mean that managing to kill that guy there after the volcanic went off pretty much did it because you wouldn't have had to make that charge otherwise, and it would have been a draw. So if you sort of take it back to that point, yeah. Well, that was good though.
Yeah.
I'll take the dog for a wee. We'll have some tea, and we'll think
and I
about
need to
it.
come up with something else for next week.
Something to smash up some ogres.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be the
To be
week
honest,
after
I'm
next, because
I'm enjoying the corn too much.
yeah, you will.
Might. Ooh.
Well, we'll have a think about it while we eat. So we're done. We're dusted. We're about to have chili burgers with Greek cheese. Nice. But how did you find fighting against Thunderbellies, first of all? It's a bit different to the other ogres.
Yeah. They're faster.
A bit.
Yeah.
So you're +1 to charge as well. I mean, I knew you were going to punch me before I could punch you.
Yeah.
So yeah, but ogres just put out so much damage.
Yeah, even though there's no rend.
Yeah, they've been flat 2 damage on everything, basically.
Another unit of 6. Mournfang would have been quite nice. Mournfang are good on the charge, but they don't set the world on fire.
No, when they lose the extra damage on the charge, the horns really does hurt them.
Yeah, and even then,
Same as Chaos Knights.
it's not massive. It's still 4s and 3s.
Yeah, you need to find a way to buff their rolls, I think.
Yeah, I'm sure I can. It's the first time playing Thunder. I liked it. I like that being out of flank. I think in some of the missions that'd be really good. The ones we vetoed were Scorched Earth and 3 Places of Power. 3 Places of Power we've played loads, haven't we?
Yeah,
I
I wanted to play Total Commitment because it was a mission I'm never comfortable with,
Yeah.
and I need to get comfortable with it.
Yeah, well I never like it because playing Legion and Knight,
Yeah, you can't.
I can't use my summon, I can't
Yeah.
put stuff in the grave. So I never liked it. Same with Sylvaneth, I couldn't put stuff in the woods. So I thought I'd give it a go. I was given the second veto and I got the choice of that or Scorched Earth.
Yeah.
Thinking about Scorched Earth, my plan was to do a similar thing and just put the
hit the
Mournfang
flank.
and the Lots down one flank, hit that side or whichever side you had least defended,
Yeah.
and then try and keep running and charging and
Yeah.
burning objectives. But I think they run out of steam pretty fast.
Yeah, and Scorched Earth. Oh no, it's heroes that works on.
Yeah, so
You can't burn it
the
if
Thunder
it's
Tusk's not as fast. You can't really keep up. So
I could always put the prayer spell.
yeah, you could put the
Movement prayer on
the
himself.
movement prayer on himself, I suppose. But yeah, I don't know. I do like them. Skarbrand again.
Oh, man.
How do you keep rolling these 6s?
I don't know. That was brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did not. I mean, I think piling in your hero phase was definitely the move to make with that.
Yeah.
But I did not expect it to work.
If you didn't, I was just going to retreat out and
Yeah.
I was going to score the 3 points. Just stand there. You've had to do it the next turn anyway.
Yep.
So I think being without a Bloodthirster, it was so close. I scored big, but I took all my own teeth out doing it,
Yeah.
which meant that it was just a matter of time. So that's why I retreated with what I had left. And just
Khorne doesn't have the movement.
no, and because I count as 2, it meant that by that point I was far enough away
Yeah.
that I managed to hold it off. So I think it was tight though,
Yeah.
because that last we worked it out. It came to a couple of rolls. Had you made that last charge, or had I not killed your Goreaxe to keep that last objective, it'd have been a draw.
Yep.
And if both of those things had gone in your favour, it'd have been a win to you.
It
Because
would
you
have
could
been
take
a.
with me that last turn.
It would have been a draw.
Yeah, but if both things went, so if I didn't manage to kill that Goreaxe, so I didn't score that 3,
I suppose the extra 3.
and if you'd have made the charge,
Yeah.
that'd have been a swing.
Yeah, no, that would have been a swing. It would have been a huge swing.
So it was tight. That's what I mean. It's it wasn't
It was down to 5 margins.
by any means a walkover.
No. I mean, you just look at that based on the amount of our armies we had left.
Yeah. But Skarbrand's terrifying.
Yeah.
Like, this is going to be one of those sandwiches that you have to eat before it dissolves.
They're the best ones.
It's like a mince roll.
Yeah. They're the best ones. Messy ones are always better. Oh, it's not Khorne. Bloody Michael.
But it's alright, we don't need it on.
Oh, yeah.
Because I've not got the thing plugged in. We're just working
Old school.
Old school. Yeah, so it's going well. That's been warmed up way too much chili.
It's fine. Just like pull out a spoon.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna need it.
Okay. Well, alrighty then. There you go, so.
There. Yes.
Not down yet.
Glorious.
So. Yeah. So you didn't manage 3 wins on the bounce with them though?
I wanted it. I did want it. I really like that list now.
I think it was close.
Yeah.
It's got a lot, but I was surprised actually after I hit you and took out those Wrathmongers. I looked at the table and I thought, yeah, you really don't have that many bodies now. And
No.
with me counting as 2, you look at my army and it doesn't look like much in it, but it's got 152 wounds in it.
Yeah.
Which
You've got a lot of stuff. You've got a hell of a lot of wounds, and you count as 2 on objectives. It's
Yeah.
really, really hard to get you off objectives.
That was good. The making the big unit immune as well.
Oh, that was big. Because I took
Before you
8
killed
of them off in one turn.
Yeah.
Right, no, 7 of them off in one turn. Oh yeah, that's good.
Chili burgers with chili topping.
Yes. No such thing as too much chili.
It's good for you. So, yeah. So what about the Skullfiends then? They seem good.
I like
I think
Skullfiends.
that being able to reroll hit and wounds makes those corgis really reliable.
Yeah, if you're not Skullfiends, you don't take corgis. And that the couple of turns I had without the rerolls showed that. The bonus losing the Secrator really hurt as well. Early on.
Well, being able to get into him, that
Yeah.
charge with the big unit.
But that's the
taking-
problem with total commitment with my army is I end up leaving to sit on the objectives, and because I really had the speed to get on the objectives, I ended up leaving my characters exposed.
Yeah. Not much you could do with it though.
No, not really.
You had to be ready for defending both, really. 'Cause
I think what I would have done differently is had the Reavers out front as a screen, and then kept had everything behind them, because then you'd come in, kill the Reavers, and then
counter charge.
yeah. As it was, I ended up using the Wrathmongers and Blood Warriors as a screen, and it was the Wrathmongers that ended up taking the hit, which is not ideal.
No. So what are you thinking? I'll go into the ogres next time.
I'm seriously considering taking the Bloodthirsters out again. The rest of them.
Yeah. Well, they did a job last time Khorne played ogres.
I'm enjoying Khorne far too much.
But it's good. It's good to see him out again. So, what extra things have you are you working on for Khorne then?
So I've decided now I'm going to get myself 10 Skull Reapers, an Aspiring Deathbringer and an Exalted Deathbringer. Because then that'll give me the option, I'll be able to run, I could potentially run the Red Headsman when I get the Red, I'm not using the Blood Warriors that I've got built and painted as well. It'll be the Blood Warriors and Reavers first. And then I can either run Red Headsman, there's the Blood Mad Warband I'll be able to run, which will be a lot of fun. And then, where was it? Where's the other one? Slaughterborn I could also give a try as well, potentially.
You've got a lot of options. You've got a big
I'd also be able
Khorne
to run
army.
Skullfiend.
You've got a big Khorne army now, though, haven't you?
Yeah, it is a big one.
Yeah, I don't know. I'll stick with that. Well, I have to stick with that because it won.
Yeah.
I'm still not sure what I'm going to take when we start going to tournaments and things again. Shit, my phone. That OBR army I'm working on, I'm looking forward to. I don't think I'm going to make any progress over the next week, but I'd like to see that. There's not a massive amount I have to do for it. It's just getting to the stage where when you've got a big model, sometimes you can be a bit intimidated by it. And I think I've got the problem with I've got an Alariel upstairs, not
Yeah.
painted. I've got a Mega Gargant that's undercoated. And I've got Nagash there built. Really, I just have to sit down and do it.
I must admit, I had Archeon sitting on my desk, half painted, for about 5 months,
Yeah.
and it was just exactly the same. It's a really intimidating model to paint.
I mean, I can just do the battle line for it and use Arcan and a load of Morghasts. But
I think you want the cash.
I do. I'd love to get a game before Gravelords comes out and actually get Nagash on the table in Legions.
That would be great. Right, there'd only be 2 battalions I wouldn't be able to run yet. One, because you can't do it unless it's a £2,500 game.
Let's play a £2,500 game. Yeah, sure somebody will look at that. How easy can do that. We can do bigger. We've got as big as people want. And do people want to see some of the more narrative ones? The ones out of the Battle Tome that aren't just straight out of the match play section every time? Because they'd be quite good.
Yeah,
I used to like the open war ones, but the narrative ones out of each Battle Tome are pretty good. I'd like
I
to
don't remember what
do
these ones
something a
are.
bit
There's
different.
2 in here.
Especially with the new General's Handbook on its way, and we're likely to get a new tranche of missions that we'll always be playing.
Yeah,
With this one going out the door, it might be a good time to start playing non-match play ones.
that'll be different.
We've been saying it for months, like.
We have been, yeah.
But yeah, plenty to do. It's good. This is the current project as well, Necromunda. So we're there's quite a few of us up here that have all just bought into it, and we're all starting on our warbands. My gang leader, Ace Goldfinger. Ace Goldfinger is so bad, but I rolled everything randomly just because I'm going to have a total random warband, and he's lucky and he gets a good deal when he goes shopping. That's his skill. He's not a fighter. And then the bear is his lieutenant. He's got no gun. And he's got that crap ability where you can only target him. So it's just a bloke with no guns who stands there shouting. I'm going to put the Wolverine Marvel Crisis Protocol head on him as well. I've been looking at him. So yeah, Necromunda.
That'll look great.
Necromunda will be good fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. The customizations. It's exactly what we're missing in Sigmar. Warcry's getting there,
Yeah.
but it's not there. It's not like Mordheim was or Necromunda is. And just sitting there and writing the lists just takes me back to all those days when you're spending 3 points here and 2 points there. It's great.
Yeah. And like Juves are just rubbish and glorious.
Yeah, I've got Juve. He's called Green, as you'd imagine. But thanks for joining us.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll be back. There will be one next week, but it's 2 weeks away for us.
Yep.
Take care.
Booms.